Welcome to another Mission Bank Memory as we celebrate 25 years of Condors hockey here in 22-23. It's an exciting time for the Condors organization, exciting time for myself as well too, because this is the first Mission Bank Memory that we've had where I've actually seen the guy play live. And the man to my left, Liam Huculak. First off, Hooch, thanks for joining us. And you've had a memorable time here in Condorstown. You spent a lot of time here in Bakersfield, and happy to have you here.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. This is, I think this, what you guys are doing right now with the 25th anniversary, it's great. It makes us old guys feel special again, you know, at least for a little bit.
So talk about the old guys, if you will, because let's start there. It's a brotherhood here in Bakersfield. There's, a dozen alumni that have made, Condorstown home, and maybe 20 guys over the course of over the last decade that have made Condorstown home. What has that been like for yourself, being one of the younger alums, but also recognizing that there are a lot of alumni here in Bakersfield?
Yeah, I mean it's been amazing. I am the younger of the old guys, I guess, so I still got that going for me. But yeah, so for me, like I met a girl here when I played, and like kind of typical story that a lot of the guys have. But then even in my professional life, Paul Rosebush hired me for a job that I got my degree in actually at Colgate University. So it's just this full circle, like alumni helping alumni, and it's really cool. It's a really cool place.
You mentioned you met a girl. I got to get that story because it's one of the funnier love stories, I guess, here in Condorstown over the course of over the 25 years.
Right. Yeah. No, it's hilarious. I mean, I was injured. I spent a lot of time in fighting, and so I think at the time my hand was injured, and I was doing some PR stuff. I did a morning show with one of the news agencies here, so just so happened that Miss Bakersfield was doing a morning show there as well, and that is now my wife.
So if you weren't scratched, you would have never met your wife, maybe.
Exactly. So I got whoever hurt my hand, I don't know who it was, but thank you. But yeah, so it's a funny story. She really didn't give me the time of day. I kept telling her I played for the Condors, and it was such a big deal in my head, and she's like, oh no, I haven't been to a game. So I also turned her into a hockey fan, so it's a pretty good story, and we're together today, and we have a 6-year-old and a 2-year-old, and we call Bakersfield home.
Life's pretty busy. Now, you came out of Colgate, obviously the college ranks, there's no fighting, but you're one of the bigger guys, and that's something that was a tool of yours over the course of your career. How did that kind of develop as you got into the pro ranks and really carved out a niche for yourself to be able to not only play here in Bakersfield, but for a number of great organizations around the country?
Yeah, I think it's like anything. Coming out of college, 6'5", 230 pounds. I had an agent at the time, right? And he said, well, you know what you have to do, right? Basically, not telling me that would be my only job, but I mean, I'm not a goal scorer. I consider myself a grinder, a third, fourth liner, right? So if I wanted to play professional hockey, I knew what I had to do. So my first training camp was with the Iowa Stars in the American Hockey League, and I think 2 shifts in, I dropped the gloves and fought Pete Vandermeer, actually, which was not the smartest decision. But I learned the hard way, and I continue to learn the hard way in a lot of my fights. But it's just something that I knew in order to keep a spot on a team, I needed to contribute in my way, right? So that was it.
You played parts of 2 seasons here in Bakersfield. You started off early on in your career and then came back kind of to finish your career here in Bakersfield. Do you have maybe an on-ice memory or maybe being around the guys that you kind of draw upon even in your post-playing days that you kind of look back on fondly?
Yeah, for me, the team I had here was looking at years now, 2009, 2010, I believe, and that just the guys on that team. We were Anaheim's affiliate, ECHL affiliate at the time, and a couple guys like at the time they were sent for conditioning stints, Bobby Ryan and Festerling, and so me being a grinder, Marty Raymond, the coach at the time, would put Bobby on my line, and so I'd practice with Bobby Ryan for a week and things like that. So to me that was pretty cool, and it was fun to see that interaction with those guys getting sent straight to Bakersfield instead of the American League at the time. So that's just something that pops into my head, and they were great. Bobby and Brett Festerling, they would take the team out for dinner when they were here, and so that's a really cool memory.
And then, your post-playing days, you've had an opportunity to build that relationship with alumni, but did you ever anticipate, when you were playing, seeing the level of talent that's out there now and guys that you've become friends with, like Brad Malone, and through the years go on to the next level, and to realize that, they're making, a couple $1 million up in the NHL now and enjoying life up in the NHL, and, they got their start right here in Bakersfield, or at least, their last step before the NHL was in Bakersfield.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've become really good friends with Brad Malone and Esposito and a few other guys. So to see these guys, the skill level is unbelievable. Like, when I played, I thought I was pretty close to, and you do, you're close enough, right? But these guys just have that extra level of skill and talent, and they're strong and they're tough, and they're just, I call the new age hockey, like they're machines now. Like they're just so good, so good. I always tell my wife, I think I could make a comeback, and it'd probably be for like one 15-second shift, and that'd be about it.
And now you get to see it from a different perspective now. You're a dad, you're bringing your kids to games. What's that like in terms of your post-playing days, coming as a fan and just enjoying things as a Bakersfield native and a guy who's raising families here in Bakersfield?
Yeah, to me, that Bakersfield is home now, and I absolutely love Bakersfield. I know some people say the opposite of Bakersfield, right? But to have I don't know if everybody in Bakersfield knows what they have in the Condors, right? Like it's just this, the amount of talent here, and to have a minor league hockey team like this in the town of Bakersfield is amazing. And for me, taking my kids here is a great Friday, Saturday night. And me being a player from the past, people recognize me. My daughter now asking me like, "Oh, that's cool." Like, she's seeing that now, and to me that's really cool. So.
Yeah. No, it's a great thing to have here in Bakersfield. Obviously, it's great to have you here in Bakersfield, and you took a pit stop up to Calgary for a little bit, and then came back to Bakersfield. So always great to see. Well, Hooch, thank you so much for the time. We'll look forward to seeing you at the rink. This has been another Mission Bank memory celebrating 25 years of Condors hockey. For more with Liam and the other Condors alumni, head to condors.tv. I'm Ryan Holt. We'll see you next time.